Hello everybody, and welcome at least to 2026, since this was originally going to be 2025, at least the last day, but yeah, never mind. I just want to release it right now, since at least the topic is still a little relevant. So, anyways, so I wanted to break the traditions a bit, since usually when it comes to the passage of for the new year, I share my own thoughts about the current year everyone has experienced, including myself. But yeah, I decided to just break that a little bit for this time, just for a little bit of video about my own thoughts and feelings about 2025. Well, so yeah, that year, that was it's really crazy, and a lot of angles, not only for society, but also to, I mean, society, yes, but also to a lot of people. So it's not all gloom. No, there were still good moments to be found here. So, as for me, this year, I think this has been academically the strongest one so far. Which it's kind of insane this since usually for the last 2 years, the first semester is usually the weaker one, except and in the second semester things got better because of a little rest, and because I just wanted to recharge ourselves. But this time, it's not going to happen. That this time, picked up the quality of the last semester of last year, and then continued it on from here. There were a couple of small bumps here and there, but overall, this has been as consistent as the last semester. Semester, I'm sorry. So that's at least something good to say. I also think that it's the year that I wanted to at least try to balance out what I do for this channel and also what I do for my personal life. Yes, I am an actual human being, and thank you very much for understanding. Okay, so yeah, and now I need to explain a few things. So, first of all, when it comes to the editing style, so I think for when it comes to the mobile videos I made in the heyday a couple of years ago, I utilized Kin Master just for pretty much editing the footage I got from my phone, and also this application Mobizen, which yeah, it pretty much not only captures both of my own voice for this microphone as you can hear right now, but also the audio from this phone both at the same time. It doesn't help that the watermark is still present, but either way, it still did a lot of favors for me. And when it comes to Kin Master, it is very different when it comes to use my computer for editing. And speaking of that, when it's the vast majority of my videos, well, I don't remember. I don't remember much about the previous methods that I used before encountering this app. But for the PC videos, I use in the Clip Champ. This application, I don't remember how I found it that much, but it was from somebody that was through one day, and it just kind of showing it unintentionally, I think. And since then, the fact that you can actually export the videos and editing it all on you, without even having to pay just to get the watermark out of it, it's a complete godsend for me. I swear. Other video editors, honestly, they have a little bit of a problem personally, just to include the watermark if you're actually using it free and not actually, paying just to get more features, and even that offer, it seems a little bit predatory, predatory for friendly free users. If if I'm being honest, But yeah, Content also has the issue of some of the features you just lock them at when it comes to actual subscription premium, or rather the other way around. So yeah, I also think that yeah, this is gonna get a little bit more personal, but I know I should probably I know anybody who could probably get bored of my simplistic style of editing, but yeah, I still kind of am disappointed that I still haven't produced those long feature videos. But but then again, I did record it for a long time. But even then, the more I used it, the more I got used to this art and to this style, the more I realized that yeah, I think I'm more comfortable on that style. No, because mostly nowadays it's become very stimulating. If I'm being honest. Some channels do kind of find a balance in between in that, but there are some really obnoxious and repugnant levels. Channels when they pretty much uses the editing level and pushing it to the extreme. It kind of works on the algorithm, but when it comes, I don't think I'm really that big of a fan of that style. There are there are you can do this right, but yeah, for most of the time it's just not used in the best ways. Also, yeah, I had to be honest. I'm actually kind of scared. Not only of myself, but also of this world. In just a few years, since this decade has started, it has become so much weirder with everything that is going on right now, and also I have to choose when it comes to my future, my own future, what I will doing from now on, because I don't know, I don't because keep in mind, being in university, it's still liminal. You can go for a certain period of certain years, and then you have to expect it in yourself to actually having an idea, at the very least, a small idea on what you want to do for the rest of your life. I'm kind of scared because uh, I don't know. I don't know. I think this rings true. These enough things true. My parents say that I guess along those lines of life will not fall out of the sky, and so I pretty much have to do pretty much choose what I want to do, and yeah, I it's not only that, but I have no idea what will go through because well, this world is pretty much just overrun with so much chaos going on. There's so much easier to find any pessimism and dragging anybody that is pretty much optimistic down to their level than actually just getting yourself together and finding a solution, cautiously of course, but still some optimism. And I think we all need that at this point because well. And I know this sounds cliche, but being pessimistic, it reaches to a certain point when it becomes less reasonable and more just much bad for yourself. Not only for the others, but for yourself. Stoics pretty much just decided to repress those emotions in a way that pretty much doesn't let the misery of life pretty much affect them all that much. And then nowadays, it pretty much has a line between that and just to pretty much avoid as much misery as possible, to just pretty much being a flat out jerk and just pretty much dragging others alongside of your ride of misery. That is not okay. It really isn't. And I speak a bit from kind of experience with, I guess, a couple of people. and I guess for myself, but at least in myself's case, it's mostly just subtle and much more silent. I just feel bad for whatever decided to drag others and themselves down that road, just because of the increasing level of nihilism that this world is pretty much kind of getting more and more comfortable with it to live life and then just die. And I kind of hate this. Keep in mind, I'm not pretty much right now. I'm not the most optimistic person in the world right now. I'm pretty much entered the adult world, so some changes in the mindset had to be made. But there comes to a point where you pretty much have to set some limits before you pretty much kind of just go off the rails, and pretty much ruin yourself and others, being intentionally or otherwise. So I know this what sucks right now, and there are a million and one reasons to be worried about the future. But let's try let's try to believe that there isn't just more than one singular ending to us, even if death comes for us all, of course. So I want to pretty much just say, in the words of a little friend, until fate comes banking it on, comes into us and we see it from our own eyes, let's believe too. And yeah, that pretty much concludes this little section. This was kind of a little bit more personal than I thought I would actually say, but it actually has been on my mind right now for a long while, possibly even longer than that. So at the very least, I'm kind of glad that I finally got this out of my chest and explaining it in a way, in the best of ways. And also, if you're pretty much noticing the stutterings for pretty much the entire journey around this website, yeah, it's pretty much a I pretty much found out that a couple of years ago that it's kind of neurodivergent. I'm pretty much neurodivergent. Yes, I'm pretty much at that. You can all just anybody that doesn't have any idea what that, you can laugh at me. I don't care. This is all who I am, and it will never change. It's all a part of me now. And yeah, that pretty much is, well, when it comes to look, I'm pretty much not the greatest when it comes to fabricating ideas out of nowhere. And just to pretty much speak when my mind is on it. But sometimes it just doesn't work. It doesn't work a little bit later than the moment that I want to do. That I want to see it, yes. So, and yeah, I pretty much also have a little bit dangerous, and even, uh, what's the word? Reckless, yes. To pretty much when it comes to when I want to fabricate with ideas. So there is a cycle. I have an idea what I want to do for a video, then I set it up pretty much conditions for it to be required and even the deadlines. But when life has other plans for me and starts going in various other ways, but mostly, but also because, well, I was not feeling at the moment. I start to feel a little bit of self pressure, just because I couldn't pretty much match my own expectation, my own idealistic expectations for me, and that pretty much has to go for a sudden change of plans, just to pretty much setting up just the perfect moment to continue what I was doing, and that pretty much leads into the upload, where I pretty much am certain I did everything in my power, and then just release it, and that's pretty much what I want to try to at least avoid from here on out. because, well, it just kind of I feel that I kind of alienated my own audience because of that. And I really don't. It's not, and it's my fault. I know, but it's not really intentional. There are other things. It's really something beyond my control that I want to actually, at the very least, control. So from here on out, I'll try and not to set up any I don't know, e- unrealistic expectations for myself when it comes to content creation, and just going on my own pace, on my own time. And when it is time to finally release it, I'll let you guys know, probably in the community tabs or something. And yeah, that's pretty much all. Wait, never mind. I forgot. Kind of forgot. I thought, yeah, I kind of forgot there were also Flash games that I kind of neglected on that one time when I wanted to show you guys that I'd and kind of wanted to go back into occasionally alternating between PC game, PC videos, mobile videos, and even the occasional time when it comes when I go into pretty much randomware into a random game from the past. So I also forgot about Flash games. Maybe they could probably be a part of the plan. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It's pretty much from a very different era, and I don't know if you guys would pretty much like it or not. So let me know if you also want to go for Flash games, and even let me know if what kind of Flash game would I also want to check out for you guys. But also, I want to do also very few ideas in mind of me. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say for this video. Wow, okay. I was expecting to talk this much and personally, but it's pretty much just the direct conversation between you and I. So I hope you all do understand everything that I wanted to say. If I didn't, well, I tried. I tried to communicate it the best way I can. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I hope you all see the entire thing until the very end, because, well, the context is kind of important right now in this day and age. So, thank you. So, I guess thank you everybody for understanding and for seeing this all the way through. And yeah, I hope you all have a decent 2026. Just pretty much emphasis on the word decent, but we'll have to see. So, anyways, I hope you all have a good day and a good new year, and I'll see you all very soon. Catch you later.